Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. While I was shooting a Histories No Longer Mysteries for Patreon, I made a discovery right in the middle while shooting the video. And it's actually a really cool discovery, and I hope you guys think so as well. I have been speaking about for, you'll probably look somewhere back on the channel, maybe 4 or 5 years, about this UFO highway in South America and how it relates to this government shoot-down program that used to have Russia and China involved, and now it's kind of fractured. But I'll use this hand-drawn map. This is kind of like a Peru shape. It's actually a little fatter, see? That's Peru. So it's not quite as confusing. And then right around here is Bolivia. Something like that. And then, actually, yeah, Bolivia's a little lower. And then over here, I will do it with just lines, is Brazil. Okay. Color probably would have been a good idea. So you've got Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil. And I've been talking about this UFO highway and how as the UFOs would be going from off the ocean into the rainforest, it's been doing this for so long that the U.S. Set up some locations here, radar stations and shoot-down machinery, and at least 2 other whistleblowers have come out, aside from the stuff we have been involved with, to reveal that this was a real program. Anyway, since then, and also at the time, I speculated that the Nazca lines, the Nazca petroglyphs specifically, since they were the first ones, might have been, here's some of them right here. You can only see these from the air. You can only have any perspective of them from the air because they're so big. Just extraordinary. And they're all animals. And it's possible, highly likely in fact, I think there were tribes, people there, and locals who saw these amazing craft flying over and over again and again. Maybe even thought, or because of their time in the jungles, thought that they were coming in to visit the animals or do something with the animals. And so they drew those giant petroglyphs for them. I thought that was a very reasonable assumption, and it makes a lot of sense in terms of why those petroglyphs would be, have any use to the people when you couldn't see what it was from the ground. So, and especially too, if some people might say, well, maybe there's some nearby mountains where they could see them. Well, you know what? If they did do it that way, they would have done it in perspective from those locations. So from above, they would look bent. You know what I mean? But look how linear. They're built to be seen from above, clearly. And not from a nearby mountain, which are in terrible positions to view these, especially. So that's the theory, and I think it holds a lot of sense. And now, since then, I noticed that a lot of UFO hotspots were also manganese nodule zones. And these are some of the deepest areas in these oceans. This is a big UFO hotspot. This is a big UFO hotspot. And there's the Puerto Rican Trench here, which is incredibly deep. And of course, they would want to be in the most inaccessible places for us. So, and here it's just interesting. This little back and forth thing here is really interesting. And I believe it. And I believe the Nazca lines are why, the Nazca lines are for them, the visitors. Then I noticed for the very first time, this one. What is that saying to you guys? I would love to hear your opinion. To me, it's someone pointing up, obviously. It could be up and down, but definitely up. Now, a couple of my friends think the head is so big here, it might be talking about another type of being, and it has these little short, mini, stubby legs. The proportions are a little off. Maybe this is a non-human. And if you look really carefully at the, let me see if I can get a better shot for you here. Well, I guess not. The right arm is so linear. You notice how linear that is, straight up and down? Just very unusual. Very unusual. I think this was what I discovered in the middle of shooting the video. But what do you guys think? I really want to know what you guys think about that glyph. When you look at these other glyphs, you can tell they're all different animals in the rainforest. You know, that looks like a pelican, kind of. I'm not really sure what that one is. Probably some sort of sea life, because that looks like a coral, obviously. You know, hummingbird and the monkey and Anahinga, probably. Then look at this one right here. Let me see if I can turn this upside down. If I do, the whole thing's going to turn. But see how it almost looks like a freaking dragon, doesn't it? If you look carefully, its legs, looks like it's got a back set and a front set of legs. And is its head like that? I mean, that's a weird, I don't know what kind of creature that is. What do you guys think that is? Very unusual. Most of the other ones you can tell what they are. Pretty interesting. One of the weirdest ones, my friend said, well, what the heck is this one? Where is it? Oh, this one right here. What the heck is that? I was like, oh, that's an anteater. See the feet here and the long, weird anteater head, and they have this bump and then the other bump on its back. I think that's an anteater. But anyway, what do you guys think about the little dude? Is he dancing? Is he starting to do a little bit of breakdancing here? I would love to hear your thoughts. I love you guys.